Hey guys, I'm Vince, and welcome back to Automation the Car Company Tycoon game. And in the last automation video, I said that I was going to build something supercharged, and so here we are. We are building a next generation muscle car, because right now, the next generation of muscle cars is kind of fuzzy. Camaro, dead. Challenger, basically dead. Lumped in with the Charger. What is the Charger? Needs a Charger. Is it going to get a V8? I think it is. Do other people think it is? Some of them don't, some of them do. It's dubious at best. It might get a V8, might not. They might cancel the whole shebang. Anyways, I think that's stupid. Muscle cars should have a V8, supercharged V8 for the big boy version, or maybe a twin turbo, but we're not doing the twin turbo. We're doing supercharged because I have not done a new supercharged update. I've completely missed the boat on this update. I'll stop yapping like an idiot. I just slapped my mic stand. Hope y'all didn't hear that. Anyways, let's get into this. This is where I don't know. Immediately, I don't know what panels it would have. I guess aluminum. Ford's been doing that for a long time. I believe Mustangs have been pretty much aluminum for a long time. I know the F-Series trucks have been, but I'm not sure about But anyways, we're gonna go with aluminum since this thing is gonna be freaking huge. If you've seen one of the new Chargers in person, they are gigantic for no reason. And I think we're just gonna go with corrosion-resistant steel or a light AHS steel, something like that to keep the cost down just a tiny bit. And we're gonna go with front longitudinal. Front suspension, we're gonna go with double wishbone to be as swag as we can. And then for the rear end, we could either go with multi-link or pushrod. Since this is, I guess we could either go with pushrod or multi-link. Either of these would make pretty much sense because nowadays muscle cars do not have solid rear axles. They do have independent rear suspension, so we are going to go with multi-link because I guess that makes more sense because this has to be compatible with like the base models too. More so in a game standpoint because in reality you can just put like aluminum fenders and shit on this one, and I'm going to put just one into quality instead of the normal like 15 or 20 I do. So here's the body we're going to do. Obviously we're gonna make it thick. So that's how we like it around here. We're probably going to make it angular and scary. Really long door. Can't park this thing. Gonna have like a built-in ducktail and kind of like a smaller rear end. If I could change that, it would look pretty cool. But I'll do my best. Let's see what I can do. All right, now here's the important part. It's gonna be a rear-wheel drive, obviously. Engine, weird. The Merida Galata. Sure, it's gonna be the Merida Galata for now until I think of a name. Anyways, it's gonna be a V8, obviously. And, ooh, what are they made of? I believe, don't quote me on this, I might be completely incorrect. I believe the 6.2s and the Hellcats are cast block aluminum head. Or they might be cast, I'm not really sure. But we're going to go with a pretty big dude, 7.5 liter, yes. And anyways, we're going to go right here, dual overhead cam, 4 valve per cylinder. 5 is way too many, that's a number most American designers probably can't even count that high. And then we are going to go with aluminum performance, not aluminum billet race. I'm not going to go that far. And then for here, we're going to go with forged steel, forged harmonic dampener with like 18 pounds. That should be good. One quality in there as well. And we'll give it intake variable valve time. We can just go the whole thing, man. We're not going to give it VTEC though. We don't need that. RPM limit, I want to rev maybe to 7,000. That's kind of hopeful. Realistically, 7,200 would be great, but pretty big engine, and it's going to be boosted. And it's going to be a clutched root supercharger. I believe that's kind of what they got going on there. And it's going to be a 3.1 liter supercharger. That's probably what we want for like the 950 horsepower that I'm trying to go for here. So let's do that. I'll mess with this later. I'm going to have to learn all this on the fly because I'm not really... I literally have not built a supercharged car in this game yet. I'm not going to touch any of this yet. Oh, I am going to touch the intercooler. Oh, it's already at 1,000 horsepower. Never mind. And injection, it's going to be direct injection, single because it's supercharged. And we're going to advance the timing just by a little bit. Put one into quality there. We're going to lean out the fuel mixture just so it's slightly good on gas. It doesn't really matter. If it gets more than like 7 miles a gallon, that's pretty good. And it's going to be on unleaded premium. I guess it would be super. You put the best stuff in this. And then we're going to go with a performance high manifold because we're going to need all the flow we can get. And we're going to go tubular long headers, dual exhaust, high flow freeway cat, baffled first muffler, and straight through second muffler. Rev right into a wall at 7,000. As you can see, we can rev to 7,700 based on the piston, the compressor, and the exhaust. Well, the exhaust is super restrictive, so let's just open that up a little bit. Boom. Give us 3-inch exhaust. How about, I guess we can have some valves. We can have valved exhaust. 3-inch valved exhaust. Headers are fine. The valves are pretty much used up. You know, maybe we should learn how to count to 5. Put an extra one in there. This compressor and exhaust seems to be the only issue so far. There's no knocking going on. I don't see. Let's look at the turbo grid with it. Okay, yeah, that's not that bad. Let's see what we can do over here. So we make pretty good power. We're like idling at 500 RPM though. It's kind of crazy. I don't know if I up this, it's gonna lower our RPM, our idle. 505. Dude, this thing's barely awake. Engine's barely awake at idle. Okay. Realistically, they would put a little bit of money into this. So I'm gonna put like +5 on here. I'm gonna lower this down just for my own sanity because I can't have a car sitting around idling at 500 RPM. They'll be like, dude, that's not how it works. That sounds bad, man. And I guess we're gonna switch over the forged light because I don't know if the torque is an issue here because our torque kind of just stays right here at around 700 pound-feet. I almost said 400 pound-feet. That is not okay. Let's go back over here to power and torque grid. Let's see. Yeah. Our torque reliability is way down, but we could rev way higher, so I guess I'm going to have to switch back. Our main issue is with all of them, so we're just going to go straight back to forged. I guess we can just go, whoa, titanium, look at that, build it. And yeah, the crank still doesn't like any of this. I mean, what am I supposed to do, bro? I guess we're going to have to go build it, steel crank. What are you idling at? 600? Oh, man, just idle at a normal 20? I guess this is a very lazy engine, it seems. We can rev higher now. We can rev at 10,000 RPM. That's fucking nuts. I don't think that's gonna be happening here. Let's rev 70. Let's just keep revving until it don't want to make no more power. Right there. Definitely need to up the cam profile for that. It wants to make power at like 4,500 because we haven't touched this yet. So I'm gonna bring it to like 7K or like 6,600. Man, this power curve looks really nice. Let's go back to the turbo grid here. We don't really need more power. Ooh, this is actually kind of right where I kind of want it. Doesn't really seem like anything's bad here. There's kind of like a sweet spot right there, it looks like. So I guess I will try to aim for that. The compressor's still really small. Alright, so here is where the supercharger is for now. Pretty much in the green. And most of it, so that's good. I don't think it's gonna be blowing up now, and I don't know how. Oh, I just looked at how much power. I thought I couldn't see how much power it was making. I'm looking right at it. 1100, pretty good. I will pat myself on the back a little bit and say that's a pretty stout engine. Now I'm gonna see what we can do if we add a little bit more compression to this. Doesn't really look like it wants any. We're slightly high on the compression. It looks like, because I think we're putting 98 in here, so we're going to lower this a little bit. It says the engine efficiency is at 28%. That's actually pretty high for one of my engines. 78% reliability or 78 score reliability. That's good. Ah, yes. It's going to be, this is where it's going to get weird. Realistically, I would want it to be manual, but this thing makes 1100 horsepower. It wouldn't be manual in real life. I don't think it would have a dual clutch. I don't think it would have a sequential. I think it would have some kind of advanced automatic with a normal torque converter. That's kind of what I think it would have. 10 speed though, stealing it from Mustang. Our top gear is going to go to like 290. This thing's going to have like 8, 9, and 10 are basically going to be overdrive for like when you're just cruising on the highway or if you're somehow going that fast. First gear theoretically goes up to like 40 miles an hour. The spread will be slightly like this. Actually, electric limited slip differential that is all computerized and stuff. I don't know anything about those kind of things. Comment down below if you want this car to have a wing. Comment like down below, yes, I want this vehicle to have a wing. Say it just like that or else I won't do it. Imagine I just don't put a wing on this thing, that'd be kind of funny. It's gonna have sports compound tires because I don't think you can sell a car to the public with race tires on it, but they're going to be gigantic. They're going to be like 275. 275, 20R, 375, 30R, 20s. And since you're buying the big Mamma Jamma, the big swag version, the really expensive one, you get forged rims. That's pretty cool, actually. And you're also going to get carbon ceramic brakes. Like 4 pistons, because why not? And they're going to be huge, because rich, and you bought this version. And also, you get the flex on everybody that your muscle car has carbon ceramic disc brakes, and they glow purple when you're at the track. Even though, realistically, I don't know if anybody's going to take this thing to the track. People don't really take their, like, Hellcats and stuff to the track, I noticed. I mean, they don't really drive, like, super great on track comparably to other cars, but I'll take mine on the track. I'll be drifting that shit. I do not care. Anyways. We are going to do a flow optimized under tray, cooling flaps for the brakes, and we are going to add more cooling airflow and brake airflow. And we're going to add mini into quality because I want this thing to be fast. If this thing doesn't do about 220, I'm going to be pretty sad. And it technically has, if you saw off your legs. And it's going to have a sport interior for premium heads-up display, not quite luxury, even though everyone's kind of trying to go upmarket these days. And we are not going to optimize the weight to be lighter. I do not really care. It's going to weigh a lot because, you know, it needs to. Look at this thing. You think this thing wouldn't weigh a lot? Look at it. It's huge. Anyways, we're going to have electric variable steering, and then we're going to go over here to traction control and aids. Traction control and aids? No, this is traction aids. And then right here, we're just going to add all kinds of quality into the safety in this so it adds more weight. It's going to be a very expensive vehicle. Now over here, we're going to go active sport springs, semi-active dampers, and we're going to go sport preset on the tune, and I will mess with this in a second. The roll angle is incredibly high. So let's stiffen this up to like 4400 and this up to like 48. Alright, so I got a setup right here that, I mean, theoretically looks pretty good. I don't know if that'll translate into game, but let's see how much this thing weighs. 5,000 pounds, that's about correct. Let's see, let's look at some detail stats here. Top speed of 276 mile an hour. Bugatti who? Koenigsegg who? It's all about Harrison, man. The Harrison Sabre HRD SC is fucking nuts. Thing's fast. The brakes, do they suck? Yes, the brakes suck because it weighs so much. That makes sense to me. I mean, not on the rear end. It looks like the rear's fine. 62 to 0 and 120 feet, 120 feet. That is that good? I don't know. Dampers are hard. Don't care. Expensive. That's the point. Roll angle 1 degree. That's good. Very good. 0 to 60 is 4 seconds. Is that because it just has too many gears to shift or something? I think that's just because there's too many gears. Kind of seems like the issue here. I mean, like it's like bah, 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 bah. As if I just give it an 8 speed, that made it slightly faster. Is it the wheels? Do we not have enough grip? Anyways, yeah, I gotta design this thing. I'm putting it off because I'm probably gonna struggle. Anyways, I'll see you guys in a minute. And alright, here it is, the 2025 Harrison Saber HRDSC. I don't know if I'm close enough to my mic or too far or whatever, but it's really stressing me out. The microphone problems, not it. Oh no, I just noticed something. I'm missing a little supercharged logo right there. Yeah, this car, I feel like it looks pretty cool. Got like some kind of Cadillac-ass blue here. It's pretty fancy. The back end looks like a GTA car. Front end looks like something. I'm not really sure. Alright, there we go. I'm running out of time, so I'm gonna get this over into BeamNG and we're gonna drive it around real fast, and I'll see you guys in a second. And BeamNG. Alright, here we are in BeamNG, and the car is looking okay. This looks better than I expected it to. The patches don't look too great. It's sitting pretty low. The fender flares didn't really go through too well. It's got this massive rust hole from the factory. I love that. The wheels look sick. I'll give it that. The wheels look cool. Other than that, could have been worse. You know, there's some jankiness here and there, but I was for real running out of time. Anyways, let's see how fast this thing can go before we spawn in some traffic here on the Autobahn. I don't know why I took a muscle car to Germany, but I guess we can go fast in a straight line here. So let's just see if this thing's like completely uncontrollable or if it's actually pretty sick. Well, it does burnouts. I mean, it should. It has like more than 1,000 horsepower. Let's go in manual mode, see how fast we can launch this thing. Let's do like second gear. I see why it doesn't really do 0 to 60 very well. It just can't get any traction from those lower speeds. Okay, let's just get going. Let's go. 150, 160, 170, 180, 90, 200. Oh man, pretty quick. Let's see if we can hear that supercharger. Oh yeah, cool. Yeah, sounds good. We still getting speed. There's 230, 232. Whoa. There's 240, almost. That's pretty quick. All right, let's do this. Oh, 5,000 pounds just flipping through a field like that. That's pretty cool. Or, well, not really cool, but different. What am I talking about? Let's spawn some traffic. All right, traffic is spawned up now. We got traction control on, so I don't die immediately. Wait, is traffic spawned? Oh, they caused their own crash back there. I didn't do that. All right, let's go. Let's see what we can do. I want to get up to close to our top speed while, you know, doing all that swag stuff. We're gonna be swimming. Hopefully these brakes are good. I haven't tested them yet. Oh, they kind of suck, but hopefully we're not gonna have to use them that much. This car is huge. That might be an issue. Come on. I don't want to pass on the shoulder, but I will. Y'all are kind of in the worst bunch right here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Alright, I'm passing on the shoulder. Y'all are lame. Oh, I hit the guardrail. That's alright. Who cares? It's just a guardrail. This thing makes so much power, it's tripping the traction control at 150. You hear that? Yep. Brakes, brakes, brakes. Yep. More brakes, more brakes. I think that's a shoulder moment. I could have made that if I really tried. Okay, I'm turning off the traction control. It's actually pissing me off. We're already moving. It shouldn't matter. Alright, let's get it going. No hesitation. Oh, I should have hesitated. How did they end up? Are they okay over there? Maybe? Okay, that was uncalled for. There was no reason for... Wow. How about you? Hello? Oh, I was wondering what was happening here. The trunk isn't rendered. Nice. And you guys are just... Oh, y'all rear-ended each other too. Cool. I guess, there's really one final thing to do now, is just take this thing to the track and see what it does. I want to see what it does to the track? I want to see what it does to the track. Alright, let's go. Alright. Let's put it in sport mode. Keeping traction control on. Don't look at the tire marks in front of me. I didn't try this before. Okay, let's go. This car does actually handle pretty good, even though traction control is going to be making crazy noises the entire time. I have got slightly better at tuning suspensions thanks to other people helping me. Shout out Durbayer and people in his Discord. Okay. Let's get on the power. The brakes are... they could be better. Whoa, understeer, hello. And off the track. I can make up time if the traction control doesn't start freaking out on me. Traction control's a meth tweaker for some reason. Alright, let's get on that power. Let's go. Yeah. Yeah, let's go. Alright, onto the back straightaway here. I'm gonna brake at the 2. I think I might have hit a cone there with the massive ass end of this fucking car. Alright, through here. Nope. Yep. On the power. Let's see if I can do a 129. Oh, look like it. Bam! Oh, I didn't even see my time. Oh, 128.1. That's actually, I think that's pretty quick. I don't know if I had many cars faster than that. Traction control definitely killing it a little bit. But yeah, hell yeah, that's pretty cool. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Until next time, I'm VENZ, and I will see you guys later. I'm gonna drop this thing from the fucking sky. Bam. You're about to get dropped from the sky. By the way, hit the little bell icon down there. YouTuber thing.